a maid disguised herself as a young lady of high society and secretly slipped into a masquerade ball. She shared a kiss with the most talked about man in the city, the second Bridgerton Duke. But Sophie was not born a servant. Before the age of 8, she was Mr. Penwood's daughter, raised like any other girl from a wealthy family. She had no memory of her biological mother, and her father always avoided her questions. Whenever she asked about her mother, he would gently touch the necklace around her neck and tell her that it held all of her mother's memories. Although Sophie never felt a mother's love, her father treated her with great kindness, in a way that made up for what she lacked. But everything changed the day her father brought a new wife home. Sophie's world was turned completely upside down. Her stepmother arrived, with 2 daughters about Sophie's age. But this was nothing like the warm, loving family Sophie had imagined. Her stepmother forbade her daughters from getting close to Sophie, even hiring a private dance instructor just for them, while firmly refusing to let Sophie join the lessons. Young Sophie could only sit alone. As long as her father was alive, she was at least allowed to keep her status as a young lady. But as she grew older, after her father passed away, everything changed. All the protection she once had vanished in an instant. First, Sophie refused to believe that her father had left her nothing in his will. But while she was still reeling from the shock, her stepmother delivered an even crueler truth. Sophie's biological mother had been nothing more than a lowly maid, who had died long before Sophie was born. Her stepmother put on a look of false pity, saying that out of respect for her father, she would take care of Sophie. But in this household, there was no place for someone who ate without working. Sophie would have to do exactly what her mother had done, and become a maid. Just like that, Sophie fell from a near-noble young lady to the lowest-ranking servant in the house.
Sophie, you must have had a pleasurable evening.
Her stepmother's words made Sophie's heart skip a beat. Cold sweat instantly broke out across her back. She was terrified that her secret trip to the ball had been discovered. But her stepmother was only annoyed that Sophie had been too slow. Sophie quickly explained that she had been helping make her bed. Her stepmother withdrew her suspicious gaze, and Sophie seized the chance to steer the conversation toward the ball.
And how were your evenings?
Have you heard of such a thing as a toga? I wish you could have seen.
Mr. Bridgerton showed considerable interest in me.
Did he?
Or he will, once his time is not monopolized by that woman he was with.
The only unmarried Mr. Bridgerton at the ball could only mean Ben. Sophie knew exactly who they were talking about. All she felt was a sharp ache in her chest. Her stepmother firmly believed that her daughters were beautiful and talented, and that marrying into the Bridgerton family was only a matter of time. As for the mysterious woman who had been hanging around Ben that night, whoever she was, there was no way she could ever outshine them. Hearing this, the usually restrained Sophie set the plate of pastries down hard on the table. Her stepmother didn't scold her immediately. She simply dismissed her. But in those sharp, calculating eyes, a flicker of suspicion still passed.